Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a storm, not a storm of rain and wind, but of voices, sharp and relentless. Each word from the other person feels like a stone thrown in your direction. Your mind races, searching for the perfect comeback. You brace yourself, ready to launch your verbal counterattack. But here's the thing, so are they. Neither of you is really listening. You're not exchanging ideas. You're exchanging blows. And then someone steps in. They don't choose a side. They don't offer you clever lines or winning strategies. Instead, they quietly say something unsettling. The moment you stepped into this fight, you already lost. Lost? How? You're defending yourself. You're standing your ground. How could that be defeat? Because they explain, the instant you let the argument pull you in, you've surrendered your greatest advantage, control. Most people think power means out-talking, outsmarting, or outmaneuvering others. The louder you are, the stronger you must be, right? But this thinker, let's call them S, believes something radically different. True power, they said, isn't in crushing your opponent's words. It's in mastering your own reactions. Why do people argue? Often it's ego defense. We tie our identity to our opinions. If our idea is wrong, we feel we are wrong, and the mind resists that at all costs. Sometimes it's a status struggle. Arguments become contests over who commands the room, who has the last word, who forces the other to yield. And often it's about audience approval. We argue not for truth, but for applause, wanting to be seen as sharp, confident, unshakable. But S saw this as weakness. If another person's words can rattle you, they control you. And when you react without thought, you've already handed them the keys. In philosophy, there's an idea of the higher self, the version of you that's not chained to impulse. This self doesn't rush to defend every statement, doesn't need to win every exchange. They watch, they choose. They decide whether a battle is even worth stepping into. Imagine a meeting. Two people are locked in a heated debate, voices rising, interruptions flying. In the corner sits someone else, calm, listening. They speak rarely, but when they do, it's precise, measured, and it shifts the entire discussion. Who really holds the power? The one spilling energy to prove themselves? Or the one who moves the entire conversation with a single, deliberate sentence? Silence used wisely is not weakness. It's a blade you don't need to swing to make your opponent hesitate. When you don't rush to fill the air, they reveal more about themselves, sometimes more than they intended. They start to second-guess their own words. The tension builds. Intention changes the rules of the game. Silence doesn't mean agreement. It means you've refused to be dragged into someone else's battlefield. And in doing so, you've kept the high ground. So how do you practice it? Pause before you answer. Give your emotions space to settle. Observe instead of reacting. The more you see, the better you understand the game being played. Speak only with purpose. If your words don't move the conversation forward, save them. And most importantly, detach your ego. If you're not defending who you are, you're harder to provoke. In a world that rewards noise, it's easy to believe the loudest voice wins. But real strength often belongs to the person who doesn't need to shout, the one who knows that not every challenge deserves an answer. You don't win by proving you are right. You win by never needing to. So the next time you feel the pull of an argument, remember that quiet whisper. The moment you step into this fight, you've already lost. Unless, of course, you choose not to fight at all.